Welcome back. This time we're talking about Atomic Blonde, starring Charlize Theron and directed by David Leitch, one half of the duo which gave us the exceptional John Wick. Now, of the various action films scheduled for release this summer, Atomic Blonde was high on my list of most anticipated, mostly due to the two names I already mentioned, Charlize Theron and David Leitch. And add in a Cold War espionage story, and I'm definitely going to be there opening day, which I was to see this movie, and I have to say, it's a lot of fun. It's not quite as good as I was probably hoping it would be. The story's a bit too convoluted, but the action is just as good as you would expect it to be, and Charlize Theron proves once again that she is one of Hollywood's leading action stars. And she doesn't have to do it alone, because this film boasts a very strong cast, including James McAvoy, Goodman, Toby Jones, and Sofia Boutella. The story is set in Berlin in 1989 in the days leading up to the fall of the Berlin Wall. Charlize Theron's character is an MI6 agent who is sent to Berlin to track down a package that consists of a list of Allied agents that fell into the wrong hands when one of her fellow agents was murdered. She reluctantly has to team up with the station chief in Berlin, played by James McAvoy, and they have to try to track down this list while also searching for a potential mole in the agency. Now, as far as an espionage plot goes, agents trying to track down a list of Allied agents and trying to track down a mole is pretty much the most basic storylines you can get in an espionage film. So in that, it doesn't really break new ground. Where this film does excel, though, is in the style it brings to the story as well as the action sequences. Considering we have one of the directors of the John Wick films, you would expect this movie to have solid action, and it does. The action sequences are very good. They're in camera, they're long takes, they're sometimes very brutal. There's one scene in particular that is exceptionally well done. It's mostly done to look like it's a single take. You can tell where they cheat here or there, but cinematography-wise, it is phenomenally well filmed, very well choreographed, and very well acted with Charlize Theron and her various attackers. I'd say, and I don't say this lightly, that scene rivals the trailer fight sequence from Kill Bill for both brutality and for how well it was brought to the screen. So story-wise, this film is not as good as it could have been, but it makes up for it in style and the quality action. If this was a movie that you saw the trailers for and thought, this is a movie I would want to go see, I think you're going to go and enjoy it. It is a enjoyable movie. It's not as deep, and it's not going to be probably as long-lasting as, say, like John Wick or a better scripted espionage film. But it definitely has a lot of fun. It brings a lot of energy to the screen. And like I said, if it's something that looked interesting to you, I think you're going to get what you want out of it. Now, if you've seen Atomic Blonde, tell me what you thought about it. And while we're on the subject of espionage films, what's your favorite espionage movie? As always, you can subscribe to my channel, check out some other reviews, and until next time, I'll see you at the movies.